Patricia Elizabeth Matthews. She died of a massive heart attack while rendering a false verdict in the court. She's a true Christian and had lived a godly and holy life until a sudden tragedy struck. Her husband Robert died in a car accident, leaving her with 3 children and massive medical debts. Her judicial salary of $125,000 seemed insufficient for private school tuition, mortgage payments, and the lifestyle she wanted to maintain. That's when the first envelope appeared on her desk.
Please, barrister, do all you can. I want her to rot in jail all the days of her life.
$5,000 to see reason in a simple assault case. She told herself it was just once, just to help her children. But once became twice, twice became habit. Habit became addiction. For 10 years, she sold justice to the highest bidder. Rapists walked free after paying her $20,000. Murderers avoided prison with $50,000 bribes. Drug dealers who poisoned children returned to the streets after sliding cash under her chamber door. The blood of 17 innocent victims cries out against her. People who died because she released their killers back into society for money.
Lord, I can explain everything. I never meant for people to get hurt. I was just trying to survive, to provide for my children. The system was already broken, I didn't break it.
Your Honor, Exodus 23:8 commanded her, "Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds those who see and twists the words of the innocent." Yet she accepted 247 bribes totaling $3.2 million over 10 years. Deuteronomy 16:19:1. Do not pervert justice or show partiality. Do not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and twists the words of the innocent. She perverted justice 247 times. But here's the trouble on her hands. Proverbs 17:15 declares, "Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent, the Lord detests them both." She acquitted murderers and condemned innocent victims to death by freeing their killers. Isaiah 5:23 pronounces woe. Woe to those who acquit the guilty for a bribe, but deny justice to the innocent. Their woe is eternal damnation.
You don't understand the pressure I was under. When Robert died, I had 3 children to feed, college tuitions to pay, a mortgage underwater. My salary wasn't enough. I never wanted to hurt anyone. I was just trying to survive as a single mother. The first time someone offered me money, I said no. But then my daughter needed surgery. My son needed books. My youngest needed clothes. I told myself it was just temporary, just until I got back on my feet. I never meant for it to become what it became.
Temporary. 10 years is temporary. 247 bribes is temporary. Listen to Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him who builds his wealth by bloodshed and establishes a town by injustice. You built your children's future on the blood of the innocent. Proverbs 15:27 declares, "The greedy bring ruin to their households, but the one who hates bribes will live." Your greed brought ruin, not provision. Patricia, daughter of the church, graduate of law school, sworn officer of my court, I gave you a position to establish justice and protect the innocent. Why did you use it to multiply evil? Psalm 82:3 was your calling. Defend the weak and the fatherless. Uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Rescue the weak and the needy. Deliver them from the hand of the wicked. Instead, you delivered the weak into the hands of the wicked. Why did you take bribes? Why did you pervert justice? Why did you release criminals to prey upon my innocent children?
Lord, I was just trying to do my job. And besides, everyone in the courthouse was taking money. The other judges, the prosecutors, even some of the clerks. If I didn't participate, they would have seen me as a spy, an outsider. My salary was barely enough to survive. The cost of living kept going up. but my pace stayed the same. When everyone around you is doing something, it becomes normal. It becomes survival. I wasn't the only one, Lord. I wasn't even the worst one. Judge Morrison took twice as much as I did. Judge Franklin had a whole fee schedule posted in his chambers. I was just following what everyone else was doing.
Everyone else? Did I call everyone else to account, or did I call you? Ezekiel 22:27 describes your courthouse perfectly. Her officials within her are like wolves tearing their prey. They shed blood and kill people to make unjust gain. You were wolves in judicial robes. Romans 2:11 declares, "For God does not show favoritism. I judge each soul individually. Everyone else was doing it is not a defense in my courtroom." 1 Kings 3-9 shows what you should have prayed. Give your servant a discerning heart to govern your people and to distinguish between right and wrong. Instead, you sold your discernment for dollars. Patricia Matthews, I appointed you as my representative in the halls of justice. You were to be my voice for the voiceless, my strength for the weak, my protection for the innocent. Instead, you became an agent of Satan. Micah 3:11 describes you. Her leaders judge for a bribe, her priests teach for a price, and her prophets tell fortunes for money. You judged for bribes. Proverbs 29:4 declares, "By justice a king gives a country stability, but those who are greedy for bribes tear it down." You tore down justice itself. The blood of the innocent cries against you. Genesis 4:10. Just as Abel's blood cried from the ground against Cain, so the blood of every victim killed by the criminals you freed cries against you. Revelation 21:8 seals your fate. But the cowardly, the unbelieving, the vile, the murderers, the sexually immoral, the magic arts practitioners, the idolaters and all liars, they will be consigned to the fiery lake of burning sulfur. You were a murderer by proxy. Every person killed by the criminals you freed, their blood is on your hands. Patricia, Patricia, Patricia. Let Patricia's eternal screams be a warning to every person in authority watching this. She didn't go to hell because she was a lawyer. She went to hell because she perverted justice for personal gain. This same judgment awaits every leader who abuses their position, every teacher who shows favoritism for money, every manager who takes bribes, every official who perverts justice. Luke 12:48 warns, "From everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded, and from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked." The higher your position, the greater your accountability. To every judge, lawyer, police officer, politician, James 2:13 declares, "Judgment without mercy will be shown to anyone who has not been merciful. If you show no mercy to the innocent, I will show no mercy to you." To every person who sees truth and calls it a lie for money, for favor, for friendship, Proverbs 24:24 pronounces your curse. Whoever says to the guilty, "You are innocent," will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. Isaiah 5:20 pronounces woe. Woe to those who call evil good and good evil, who put darkness for light and light for darkness. Your woe is eternal fire, but there is still time for mercy. 2 Chronicles 19:6-7 commands, "Consider carefully what you do, because you are not judging for mere mortals, but for the Lord." Now let the fear of the Lord be on you. Judge carefully. For with the Lord our God there is no injustice or partiality or bribery. Fear me, not man. Serve justice, not money. Protect the innocent, not the guilty. For the day is coming when you will stand before this throne, and I will judge you by the same standard you used to judge others. If you are not ashamed of me in public, comment, "Jesus, please help me to stand for the truth always." Like and share this message so that the light of my word will reach more souls. Subscribe to this channel to continue hearing my true word. May my unending grace continue to see you through all the days of your life.